Okay, I'm pretty sure I figured out what the problem was. I did something very naturally. I put in label up, right? But that's actually upside down. Label down. That was the problem. I put the disk in upside down. It tricked me. I feel like a dummy. No wonder it wouldn't quit spinning. It was trying to find the home position of the disk, and it couldn't. Alright, reset. Yeah, it doesn't like that disk at all. It's just booting from hard drive. Because it tried the disk, it didn't like it. So now I'm sure we'll get that crash error. Yeah, we'll get that crash error. Fascinating. What next? Alright, well, I don't know. I almost want to try this one again. Standard software. Although, wait a minute. Let's try the AWS initialization. I mean, because it says AWS, right? Let's just try it again. Test all 1024K of memory. All megabyte of it. Okay, it's doing something. Alright, we have a little activity on the hard drive. It's just doing select 3, head 1, 0, 1, 0. But it's not doing anything other than that. Okay, everything's dead. Wait, wait. Oh my gosh. Now it looks like it's booting from the hard drive or something. No, no. Something's happening. Look at this. We have more than what we've had before. Oh my gosh, this is a first. This is a first. I'll bet that was it. We tried this without the hard drive plugged in, and then it hung. Oh my gosh. We've never seen this before. So you gotta have a hard drive connected, otherwise it doesn't like it. And the hard drive has to be functional enough to work. Which this is. Wow. This is a first. We've never seen this before. This is awesome. Alright, so we see that last crash status, but it doesn't hang there. Release notice for standard software. 10.0 for installation instructions. Enter username. Well, hey, we're running an emulated hard drive. There's no reason we can't just format that puppy and build a whole new system. As a matter of fact, I think that's kind of what we want to do. Don't you? I kind of want to see if we can get back to that screen, because I want to get good screenshots of that. Or maybe not. while we're here, let's at least try to get something, huh? Don't push my luck. Enter the username. Okay. Well, we're going to call it AWS. Ooh, caps is supported. AWS. That's a hard shift key to push. Okay. Password. Well, what should we make it? How about lowercase AWS, real secure. Date and time. Friday, September 9th, 1983. And that's blinking there Wednesday, September 18th, 1985, 3:01 p.m. Not sure what that's all about. But, oh gosh, it's December 17th, 2020. So let's, that format is really funky. Look at that format. So, what do we say it is? Oh my gosh, it's, what day is today? It's Thursday. Very early in the morning, Thursday. December 17th. So we're going to say THU. That shift key is not happy. We need some work. This format's really funky. Alright, so we're going to say it's 1983. But was December 17th a Thursday in 1983? It's a good question. You know what? We have the internet. I'm actually going to look. I kind of want to know. I kind of want to know. Day of week. Saturday. December 17th, 1983 was a Saturday. Okay. So we're going to change that. Now, do I have arrow keys? Oh my gosh, I have arrow keys. We've never had this kind of functionality before. Type over. How about backspace? So we arrow keys, backspace. We don't want that A there, though. All right, look at that. Next. All right, so I entered a username. Enter a password for your disk, if any, and fill in the date and time and press go. So init to initialize your hard disk, update to update your hard disk, or remote to update your master. Well, I think we want to init to initialize your hard disk. So how do I choose? Since the cursor's down here, is init a key on the keyboard? I don't see an init key on the keyboard. We don't know how to use the menu. Fill in the date and time and press go. Well, there isn't a go button either. Here's our keyboard. Isn't it great? Press go. Next and return, that's fine. That seems to be working, but all it's doing is scrolling. Fascinating. Oh, I didn't fill in the time. Is it really that specific? So the time Gosh, it really wants that English. It's 4:24 a.m. Yes, that's correct. We're going to call it 4:25 a.m. Okay, let's see if it likes that. Well, it didn't make much difference. You understand this? I don't understand this. So, is this like a... How about the tab? Tab does the same thing as the arrow keys. Right and left. Okay. There is a go button. Oh my gosh. I just saw it. It's right here. See it? It says go right there by my thumb. Okay. So go. The name given is not valid. All right. That go button's really important. Who knew it was there? What's usually there to the right of the 9? Well, on a standard keyboard, it's the top half of the plus key on the number pad. The name given is not valid. How about Convergent AWS? Go on that. The name given is not valid. Okay. Why not? What are the rules? You want me to call it Alan? Username. What's wrong with AWS? How about AWS? Mixed case. Go. Doesn't like that. How about just Alan? Okay. Well, I just used the example. This is not This is not intuitive at all. Oh my gosh. Okay. The name given is not valid. How about all lowercase? No, doesn't like that. Does it have to match what's on the disk? Is it like a test? Because it keeps hitting the disk here, but maybe that's because it's running a program. Who knows? Oh gosh. How about 5 Z's? Ugh. Oh, wait. Is this the username we're supposed to have? Is that what this means? Enter a username. Init. So I need to enter init. INIT to initialize the hard drive. Is that what it's saying? Let's find out. Go. Yes! Who knew? It's hitting that floppy disk. Nothing on the hard drive yet. But it's working. Oh my gosh. We have, okay. Stuff's happening. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. We've never gotten this far before. AWS cluster local file system. Interesting. Well, let's start with AWS standalone, knowing that this menu is here. And now that we know where the Go key is, the Go key. You gotta have the Go key. Oh my gosh. All right, AWS standalone, let's do it. Then we'll play with those other things later. Okay, nothing on the hard drive yet. Replaying. Command type. Wow. This is awesome. This is awesome. We've never gotten this far. We've never gotten anywhere close to this far. Volume. Well, what do we call the volume? D0. Sure. Let's go with defaults. Press go when ready. I'm ready. Go. Okay. If you are going to password protect your system volume, enter the password in the volume password field. Note password characters are echoed as #. After completing the iVolume form, press go. Well, you said if. Well, I don't want to. So go. Did you see that? It just scrolled down like that. Wow. Bad spots. See documentation. There are no bad spots. It's an emulated hard drive because there's no surface. It's perfect. Bad spots. See documentation. Great. I'm going to hit go. Wow. Volume name win1. Now, interestingly enough, that matches what I saw on one of the hard drives that we imaged, that we couldn't get to boot. At the first, what looks like a header, we see that. That's fantastic. All right, creation date time, Feb 27, 1997. Interesting. I don't know why you came up with that date. Or maybe that's what's on it. Oh, maybe that's what's there. Maybe the header, it's reading what's there. That I saw that in there. And so maybe that's why it's seeing this creation date time, last modified 98. Yeah, that's probably about right. And this is the Seagate ST251 that it thinks it's reading. It thinks it's reading this one right here. That actually came out of this very piece of hardware. So, okay. So, number of free pages, number of free file headers, sure. Oh yeah, we're going to erase this puppy. Please enter the volume's password. I don't want one. Go. Invalid password was supplied. Oh, come on. But it's doing something. Subsystem error. Access denied. My access has been denied. I feel so dejected. Oh my gosh. Error 219, access denied. Command. Hey. No such command. Well, we better start over again. Are we ready to start over again? Sure, why not? That probably looks the best right there. Alright, we are going to start this over again because that was just way too much fun. And I'm going to keep this rolling here because, oh gosh. This is too much fun. It just is. All right. So let's reboot this thing and start this whole process over again. Now that I have some idea what needs to happen. Wow. Access denied. Denied. You are not allowed. AWS. Turbo. Access denied. All right. Ticking away on the hard drive there. I guess that's the ticket. That's why it's hanging the other times we tried it, or at least some of them, because there was no hard drive present that was serviceable. This is definitely a serviceable hard drive. It may not like the... may have an error code on it so it can't boot, but... oh yeah, come on, you can do it. Crash status, fine. But it's hitting that hard drive, so something's happening. Oh no! Aw! Right where we were before! Ugh. So finicky. Why didn't it start over again? I'm glad I had that on camera. Come on, man! Alright, what disk is this? This was the magic disk. And it was the one I thought it would be, right? The AWS initialization. It's this one. I guess the first time I tried it, the hard drive wasn't installed, so... but now, why is this not working? I don't know. It's a good question. Alright. One more time. Don't boot from the hard drive, boot from this thing. That's what happened. It didn't boot from that thing. Why not? Did not boot from the floppy. Good. Looks like it's booting from the floppy because it's just touching the hard drive, but it's not executing from it. Maybe it was important to take the disk out and put it back in. I don't know. Oh good, it's still working. Still working on floppy. Come on, you can do it. Here we go. That's better. Yeah! Did you see that? Yes. All right. So, the name is init. Init. So, enter a password for the disk, if any, and fill in the date and time and press go. So the password for the disk, evidently I put in here, is AWS. Wait, it says if any. Well, let's not have one, okay? Let's just leave that blank. And then the date and time, let's try that again. That was just too much fun. Saturday, December 17, 1983, It is now 4:39 a.m. That is right. No, I haven't slept. But this is too exciting. All right. So now, good. Now I'm going to hit go, because I know where the go button is. So I wonder, I imagine it was probably this password that I had to get right, because I put it in before. So the passwords didn't match, and that's why my access was denied, huh? Maybe? Maybe? Okay. AWS standalone. Go. Because we have a go button. That just cracks me up. We have a go button in the weirdest place. Okay. Press go when ready. I'm not going to touch any of that stuff. Go. Okay. If you're going to password protect your system volume, I'm not. So I'm just going to hit go. Bad spots. There are no bad spots. It's an emulated hard drive. There's no surface. It's perfect. It either works or it doesn't, and it's working. Go. Okay. All of that seems to be the same as before. Erase this volume. Oh yes. Go to confirm. Please enter the volume's password, which was nothing. So I'm going to hit go. Invalid password. So I should have hit next instead. Oh, this is exasperating. Access denied. Command. This is hilarious. I'm going to keep going. One keystroke and it screws everything up. So at the next one, I'm going to try to hit... All right, let's take the disk out, put it back in, just as a precaution. Maybe I'm just going to hit the next button or the return button. Wonder if there's a difference. Next is where the enter is supposed to be. See? There's our keyboard layout. We've got return, we've got next, and then the special go. All right, let's not miss this. You can do it. Don't hit go when it asks for a system password. Just hit next. It didn't work. It just tried to boot from hard drive again. Because we don't see that thing underneath there. Why are you so inconsistent? We have to do this twice each time. Pretty soon I'm going to have to switch to the emulator, to the image copy, if it even worked. If we keep having these failures, I'm certainly going to try doing that. But we found something to focus on. we at least have some modicum of success here. I mean, we're just getting that far. All right. Come on. Yes. Keep running that floppy, not the hard drive. Come on. There we go. Okay. The username is init. The password. Enter a password for the disk, if any. So I wonder if the disk already has a password. Maybe the disk is password protected. Could that be the case? Well, if it is, how would we see it? I mean, we could see what's on it. I mean, the fact that I'm using a previously formatted Convergent disk may be the problem. I mean, maybe I should be creating a fresh image with the parameters of the Seagate S251-1. What do you think? Could be the case. All right, well, let's just try null one more time. And gosh. Saturday, December 17th, 1983. So it remembered that. We haven't powered it off, but what happens if I leave that blank? Let's just hit go. If this fails again, I'm going to start trying to emulate, start trying to use the HXC emulator on this floppy because I don't want to keep wearing it out since it's the only thing we have known to work. Okay, AWS standalone. Yeah, next one, you gotta hit go. That's all it's going to accept is go. No return, no next, just go. Go. Okay, go. All right, we've been down that road before. Go. I want to erase the volume. Yes. I do want to erase the volume. I absolutely want to erase the volume. Please enter the volume's password. So that probably means the volume is password protected. So not the volume so the previous password was maybe for what I want the volume's password to be, the previous password menu, and this password menu is for what it is. So if I just hit next, invalid password was supplied. Access denied. It doesn't give me a chance to try again, does it? So what kind of command can I type here? I just have no idea. Go. What's the options? It's CTOS or a bootloader or something. We have no idea. Yeah, I think the next step actually is going to be to get the password on the volume going here. So this is so much fun. I'm just going to keep this going. I mean, this is pretty darn good stuff here. We might run into part 2 with a separate file on the camera, but this is too good. I'm not going to shut off that camera. We're doing too well here. I'm going to take this disc out right here. The one that has the label on the back side. That's this one. Evidently, that's the magic one we're going to be working with now. And incidentally, this is the one that I put on the HXC emulator, the floppy emulator right here. So let's try that. Let's move the cable over. I'm going to have to change cables because I don't have the right cable. Do I have one that's long enough? That one's long enough. Probably too long. Oh yeah, we got cables coming out all over the place. That one's not long enough. Alright, this one has a twist in it. That's not long enough. But it is, any of these are long enough if I use an extension. Well, I've got a really long extension right here. So we'll see if that extension hopefully is a functioning extension. Alright. The plastic eject button broke on the plug. You know what the eject button is? Those little things on the side. You just pry it out and it pushes up the connector that's in there. Well, the plastic eject button on the left broke off. I'm sure that's not what it's called, but that's what I'm calling it at 4:30 in the morning when I'm working on this. That's right. Woo! All right. Nice long cable. We could put the floppy across the room. Now, we could run into a situation